Welcome back to Shoulder Challenge Month Run, Week 3, Day 22. Today we're going over scapular pulls. Now with this, there's going to be a few variations that I want you to build up on one another based on your comfort level and skill level. Now this is going to not only involve the shoulder blade, we're also going to then incorporate the shoulder blade arm torso, shoulder blade arm torso neck, and then the whole system from there. Okay, we can do this with feet facing straight forward. Ideally, we want a staggered stance because most of the time when we live, walk, and function, we're in a walking stance. We have to adapt to different stimuli in this alternated stance more times than not. So that's what we're going to build on today. Let's get into some of the movements first. Again, we can do this with straight arms, just the air, or if you want to grab an exercise band, whether attach it to a wall, pull, tie knot, put it on the other side of the door, close the door, as long as there's a barrier in between. So first we want to make sure the shoulder blade is moving. When we go through this movement, we want to bring shoulder blade back first, squeeze, reset. Stage 2, shoulder blade back, elbow to 90 degrees. Looks like this, okay? And then stage 3, shoulder blade back, rotate through with the other arm. So it almost looks like we're shadow boxing to a certain extent. Again, making sure the shoulder blade moves first, a huge focus that most people negate, which is why we're focusing on it today. And we can go at 3 levels at this stage. Horizontal, elbow higher, elbow lower. Okay, and usually if you want to do this, you can tilt the rib cage and the other arm that's not pulling backwards can go overhead or it can go underneath. Okay, so there's that shadow boxing stance, if we will. So again, stage 3. And then the final one that incorporate everything together is the head follows the elbow that goes backwards. Okay, so it looks something like this. Shoulder blade first, elbow back, rotate through, and then head follows, making sure that the hips are facing straight forward. Okay, now let's say we're going at and bringing the elbow upwards. Okay, shoulder blade back, and we're looking up, or shoulder blade back, elbow down, and we're looking down. You can also break apart that tension too, to where you look upwards opposite way of where you pull, or vice versa, look down as you pull up. But that can put different strain on different tissues in the arm, so ideally you want the head following where the elbow goes back, okay? I'll use the other arm so you have a good idea. Shoulder blade back. Once you got that down, go to 90 degrees. And then from there, other arm goes. Most people are going to be here. Once you get used to it, that's fine. Okay, and then with the head. And you're going to have to slow yourself down. So you make sure you bring your shoulder blade back first as you go through. And you want to go till you feel a good muscle burn. Both sides, both arms as the focus. You can split this up into 2 times throughout the day if you want to do one arm in the morning, one arm at night. Ideally, you want to start off with the arm that you're least dominant on. So whatever hand you write with, you want to incorporate the other shoulder blade. That's often the one that doesn't get utilized as much. That is the challenge for today. Let's have you go through. See you guys on the next one.